Studenti, has worked in the music industry since leaving school at age 16. Kat Mantra from Warsaw, who's been both a journalist, a recording artist, working quite extensively with the Ants from Adam and, of course, the Ants fame. And now, as well as that, Kat has turned his hand to writing a novel. He had the idea for the book Actual Reality, which I'm looking at right now. It's very cool. When his son Joshua was 10 years old. And the lead character shares the name as well. Kat, it's a pleasure to have you here. Thanks for coming
Welcome.
in.
Hi, Sunny and Shay. Thanks for having me on the show, actually.
No, thank you for coming in.
I was expecting to see a woman in thigh-length boots.
Really?
Cher.
Is
yeah.
I'm not disappointed, Shay, don't worry.
Oh, bless. I'm
not
glad.
disappointed.
I'm glad you're not too disappointed.
And talking about, artists and what have you, you left school at 16.
That's right, yeah.
And then you got yourself some education, which is O-levels. And
Yeah, I've got a couple of O-levels, just about.
And then I guess you went to see a band.
Well, I'd already been to see Adam and the Ants when I was 12.
Okay.
Wow.
And that was when I decided, I just thought, I want to do that.
Yeah.
Shay, you weren't
Yeah.
born at the time,
No,
but it was
no.
such an incredible period in
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you were, Sonny,
Sonny,
because you got me a
100%.
grade. I don't
You
know.
would assume
I don't
that,
know.
but no, it's definitely
Just
5
early
overall.
grade.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, you were 7 then, 6 when it hit
Yeah,
me.
they
But,
wouldn't let me in. They wanted me to get out.
Get out.
well, I was there, 12-year-old, with
Yeah.
my white stripe on, and just
Nice.
like, wow, I've got to do this. And it was, all I wanted to do, much to the annoyance of my dad.
Really?
He
What
wanted
did he
me-
want you to
well,
do?
well, the thing is, my dad was a maths teacher, and he'll be listening in. Hi, Dad. But he was also an incredible jazz musician.
Okay.
But he wanted me to have some kind of fallback, possibility I could go into if not music.
course,
And I was
yeah.
like, no, I'm doing that.
Right.
And I think I've just about made him proud of me now. It took a few years
Yeah.
for him to finally believe that I was doing okay in it.
I know
Is
you
he,
had
a
a career.
is he a fan of Adam and the Ants?
No, it's trad jazz, my dad. It's all about Louis Armstrong. So, when I first wore the white stripe, he did say to my mum, "My son's gay." That was not there's anything wrong with it, but he didn't understand.
At that time, it's like
He didn't understand the idea of
those
makeup.
guys
Yeah,
doing their thing.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
here's the thing: when you discovered this band, and did you want to be like you just said? I wanted to be like them.
Yeah.
But then you went into journalism.
Yeah, well,
How did that journey?
I
from
went straight
being a
into
fan?
music.
Right.
And in fact, I was interviewed last on WM by Tony Butler in 1989.
Goodness me.
At Pebble Mill. It's a bit posher
wow.
here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little bit then Pebble Mill, that's right.
The
Yeah.
funny thing is, he played my demo tape as it was then. You're not allowed to play one of my actual albums, I've been told
Oh,
one of
really?
my
We'll
actual tracks.
definitely, we'd
but,
love to. We'll try and get it in. We'd love to play it. Why
well,
not?
I've brought CDs in, but if you're not allowed to.
No,
you're not allowed
we
to.
will. We'll try and see if we can.
I thought one of the ones I did with my first one with the Ants.
Oh,
which
yeah.
I'll try and explain to you how this all came about, but my first one with Marco was a cover of Werewolves of London.
Right.
That'd be good. Okay, so how I got from music to journalism.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I was gigging around and I was recording at expensive recording studios. These days, you can have an incredible studio at home with some good
So
software.
you can.
Yeah,
and a
so
good
true.
computer.
Yeah.
It's so much better these days.
Mm.
But how did I get into journalism?
Yeah.
Well, it's a good question. I was running. I've always been a bit of an entrepreneur,
Right.
and I've put on events, and I was running shows at this place in Warsaw called Milligan's. Some people might remember it.
Okay.
It's a chavvy club now, to be honest.
Uh-huh.
And I put bands on, and I just wrote a piece about my mate's band, and just put it into the paper, and they printed it word for word. And then that was it. I was a music columnist
Oh, nice.
and that carried on for about 4 years. And I did like the Battle of the Bands and things like that. It was the Warsaw Advertiser, Battle of the Bands.
Yeah.
Which people, you wouldn't believe how angry people got when they lost that.
Oh,
Really?
God, yeah.
Wow.
But I could tell you, just like Simon Cowell, the winner was the organiser, me.
Nice. Yeah.
I made thousands.
Well, exactly.
But they didn't pay me to do my column, so that it was actually
It's a compensation sort of thing.
Yeah.
But
And
I mean,
also, you entertained.
yeah, the bands did okay.
That's what you wanted.
I'm not saying that the bands didn't. I mean, the winner got a decent prize.
Of course.
But so I ended up then just covering all sorts of events. The Warsaw Advertiser somehow got tickets for the first ever V launch party.
Oh,
Okay.
fantastic.
I was in a taxi to the interview, and the people saying, "Yeah, I'm Melody Maker. I'm an Emma. Who are you, Warsaw Advertiser?"
Wow.
But
I've got
that's
a
what it's
great
about.
piece about that.
When you're based in the West Midlands and you can go to these events, it's just fantastic.
Yeah,
isn't it?
I was just like, what? It was like everybody was major national papers, and then
Yeah.
it was the Warsaw Advertiser.
Yeah.
The weird thing was that to get on the It was like a
Friendly.
luxury train,
Yeah.
the Virgin Special. I
Right.
had to drive up to Manchester because it didn't stop in Brum, so I had to drive up to Manchester to go back down to London. But it was a bonkers day. I took my mate, so he pretended to be a photographer. And,
Brilliant. That's how you do it, right?
We just got drunk on the Freebird all day and slept at someone's house in Manchester in Moss Side, which was let's say an experience.
As you do. We're going to continue having a chat with the fantastic Cat Mantra. What a great character, hey.
So many stories.
So many stories yet to come. And also, of course, we're going to find out about his book as well, Actual Reality. All of that to come. First, though, it's Paul McCartney and Wings. This is Silly Love Songs. Paul McCartney and Wings, Silly Love Songs on BBC WM 95.6. A very good afternoon. Sunny and Shay, we're here with you till 4 o'clock today, and we're joined by the fantastic Cat Mantra. He's been talking to us about his career, and what a fantastic career. I mean, the amount of stories this guy has. He's here to talk about his new book, Actual Reality, which is available, by the way, on Amazon and all good bookstores as well. But we've been finding out about the fact that over the past 30 years, he's had quite a fantastic career in the music industry since leaving school. And particularly wanted to find out how you went, Kat, from watching Adam and the Ants, being that 12-year-old kid, as you said earlier on, and having a white stripe across your face, actually ending up working with them. What happened? How did that come about?
Right, yeah. Well, actually, it's thanks to the very early days of social media.
Right.
I'd been working in Tenerife for a couple of years with a friend, gigging over there and drinking too much.
Right.
And when I got back, I actually decided to come back. If I'm going to do something with my own stuff, I'm 33, 34, and I want to do it now. And so I came home, shirt on my back, to Dad's house. God bless my dad's been such a support to me.
Wow.
I found this forum, adamant.net, and I just started posting to people, chatting, this was before even maybe the early days of MySpace, a long time before Facebook.
Right.
And I saw that Marco Pirroni occasionally posted on there, so I just uploaded a track to my own website, because you couldn't stream things back then.
No.
And I put, "Hello Marco," as the title of the thing.
Yeah.
And I said, "Have a listen to this track that I've done, and I want to know what you think." And I remember the exact number. 76 people posted, was saying that's absolutely brilliant, fantastic. And then Marco posted and said, "How much have you paid these lot then?"
Brilliant.
Nice. That's very nice.
And then I remember he actually first called me January the 2nd, 2004, and I was totally sort of frozen.
Oh my God, is this really him calling me?
I could tell it was him because it says the same line on a record on a man called Marco. He went, "Hello, it's Marco." And I just knew it was him, and then we got chatting. We got on great, and by the end of the year, I'd signed to a label in New York, and we'd done our first track together, which was Werewolves of London, a cover of the Warren Zevon track, which I'm sure you know, and as was a punky version, and I actually had some great feedback from the other co-writer of that, Lou Marinella, said it was the best cover of it he's ever heard.
Congratulations!
And yeah, to try and sum things up, because I know we were out of time. I managed to then get Terry Lee Miall involved, who's another hero from both the Kings and the Prince Charming era of Adam and the Ants, and got him on for a couple of tracks, 3 tracks on the second album. I do want to add that the Ants haven't been on every track of my album that they've featured, but I've done quite a few with Marco, so 7 or 8, and 3 or 4 with Terry Lee.
How has that been though? Because you just mentioned earlier on as well that your dad was a music teacher, but at the same time, very much jazz was his life. And whilst we were playing Paul McCartney and Wings, you were telling us actually that your father has gone on to pursue his career in music later on in life. So how has that been for you to kind of be able to pursue what you've always wanted to do?
Well, he's a legend, so it's a lot to live up to, really.
Yeah.
My daddy always. I mean, you've made it when you get pirated by China. I got a Zenith Stompers T-shirt from China, and I told them it was my dad's band, and they were going, "Oh, we love him." I said, "Don't worry, we're not going to sue you or anything. I just wanted a T-shirt."
Oh, isn't that lovely?
Then you've made it if you've been pirated in
and then
China.
You've done all this amazing stuff, working with all these amazing people, and then you turn up with a book.
Exactly. Where did the book come about? Actual Reality.
Well,
talk to us about this book then.
Yeah, as you mentioned right at the start of before I came on, I had the idea when my son was about 10, and he's 24 now, by the way. So I actually I wanted to get down to it when I think I started when I was about 21 to get really seriously down to it, and really enjoyed the process of the words. The words were just falling out of my head and onto the page, which was nice.
What's the story about?
It's it's a sci-fi fantasy.
Okay.
Imagine the next step. Well, it's about an imaginary, impossible next step from virtual reality, where Joshua, the lead character, gets beamed into different realities, but there can be anything. He can be in the old Wild West in one adventure, and he has been. That's my favourite one. Then suddenly he's saving a black hole from falling, a spaceship from falling into a black hole. There's another one. I like to base some of it on real experience. There's a sailing one where he saves some kids who are out at sea, and these are all real people that he's saving, but he's sort of beamed there. He's transmitted and projected there. And really he's still at home, but while he's in his mission, no time passes at home. So even if he's in a mission for a week, his mum doesn't wonder where he is.
Wow!
I've got to ask you, what did your son think of this book? Seeing as how, of course, initial idea came from obviously being your dad and everything.
Well, he was my proofreader actually.
Really?
With me all the way, and he's been a great support as well. And he's loved it, and he actually got the best review yet. I've had some great reviews from the media, but the best review yet came from his Joshua's younger brother.
Right.
Half brother, because he's not my kid, called Adam, and Josh sent me a screenshot, and it said, "Tell your dad Actual Reality is the best book in the world." So I don't think, and he's 10. So and most of the people who I know who've read it have been actually adults, and they've enjoyed it as well. So that is what I was.
You're hitting a nerve, mate.
That's what I wanted to do. I have been looking at the reviews online, and you've got some fantastic reviews, great. And congratulations, because I think in a world where, of course, nowadays you're battling against so many of the big publishers and whatnot, it can be hard, but you've got some fantastic reviews, and if anyone wants that, you can go to bookguild.co.uk. Also, you can get the book on Amazon as well. My question to you though is, are you going to be doing a follow-up to Actual Reality? I have planned it as a trilogy, and I know how the third one ends. It all depends on how well, I won't even know anything. It's been out since the end of September. It'll be the end of March when I first know any kind of.
See, I was going to say, write me into one of those. But you already got it in.
So many people want cameos now.
Of course I do. I want to be a cameo.
Sunny and Shay.
Yeah, in the background. Like, Sunny and Shay in the radio in the background.
That's a good idea.
We could be Sunny and Shay. Josh is listening to us in the radio before he, goes.
Before he goes away.
And you're writing it for me, folks.
Yeah, in reality, you never know. You never know. So, what are the future plans for you? Just finally, Kat, so we've got a little bit more time for you. In terms of, obviously, the first book is out. In March, we'll find out how well it's done. Yeah. Are you going to go straight into this year writing the next book, book 2, or are you going to give it a bit of time?
I've got some plans. I want to start on the book this year because it will take another 2 years.
Wow. So,
and that's before I've even started the edit. But I also want to go back in the studio, and I'm going to be working with another one of my heroes, Dave Barbarossa, who's from Wow Wow Wow, and Adam and the Ants. That's going to be in the autumn. And then, of course, exclusive announcement on WM. Right. I have actually got an album coming out on Valentine's Day.
Congratulations!
Oh, nice.
And it's my first one without an ant on it, and it's actually a swing album, and it's called That Swing Thing.
That Swing Thing. Have you had your dad?
Covers?
Yeah.
It's all covers, yes. All Fly to the Moon. Yes, it's all Sinatra. I mean, some people sometimes draw comparisons with me and Robbie Williams in the age of swing and that. The difference is he's worth 150 million, and I can sing swing.
Yeah.
Sorry, Robbie, but you know it yourself. But
I love that.
Kat, it's been a real pleasure having you here. If anyone wants to follow you on the social media, are you on Facebook? What's the best way for people to get in touch with you?
There's an Actual Reality page on Facebook that they can log in. I've got a private page on Facebook, so I might accept ads, but it
depends who you are.
Yes.
Maybe if you're up for your
ads,
follow him.
You can follow now.
It's best it's actually go to facebook.com/actualreality, and then you can just
and that's you running it anyway.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's me.
Well, that sounds perfect. Kat, thank you for popping in today for our afternoon tea.
Thanks, Sonny. Thanks, Shay.
What a great career you've had, but I feel like it's almost just the beginning, and there's going to be a lot.
They might even make a movie out of that.
Well, I want to retire when I'm not long past 50 though. I'm 48, so I better pack it in quick.
I
want to go sailing then.
You'll be writing whilst you're sailing as well. What a great guy. Kat Mantra, the book Actual Reality is out now. It's available on bookguild.co.uk and also Amazon as well. And if you go to the facebook.com/Actual Reality.
Your travel news in the West Midlands, BBC WM.
place called Legal Books. Gonna get a big dish of beef chow mein. Werewolves London. Werewolves London. If you hear him howling around your kitchen door, you better not let him in. Little old lady got mutilated late last night. Werewolves of London again. Werewolves of London. Werewolves of London. He's the hairy-handed gents, Bannerbucking Kents. Lately he's been over in Mayfair. Better stay away from him, he'll rip your lungs out, Jim. I'd like to meet his sailor. Werewolves of London. Werewolves of London. Well, I saw Longini walking with the Queen, doing the Werewolves of London. Saw Longini Jr. walking with the Queen, doing the Werewolves of London. I saw a werewolf drinking pina colada at Trader Vic's, and his hair was perfect.